Hey, did you know that Two Girls Shooting the Shit is on Instagram and Facebook? We'd love to hear your feedback, episode suggestions, or just chat with you about life. So follow, comment, and share.
Hey, it's Em. I do most of the audio editing for Two Girls Shooting the Shit. It's been shocking to see exactly how much content doesn't make the episodes. Some of it's insightful, some of it's absolutely ridiculous, but most of it's funny. So, this episode is just that. Some of our faves off the cutting room floor. Hope you enjoy!
Hey, Em, what's up?
Not much. Last week we talked about a whole lot of stuff. We talked about apps and dating, and so I guess the natural transition would be to move to social media and kind of break that down for everybody.
Oh my God. Lord.
That's a lot, huh?
That's a lot.
So, Em, you said your boyfriend that you then married, and I'm trying to think because I haven't caught up with you in a long time, and I'm in.
Oh, don't start bringing up my past.
Yeah, I was like, well, because I only know of two dudes that you ever dated in your life, and I thought you ended up with one of them, but I might be wrong, obviously.
No,
I only know of two dudes.
Okay.
You know, and
we'll
neither
cut all this
one
out
of
anyways.
them.
Look at Mo's face.
What? Yeah. So what's the first? What is the first name of the guy who's that lucky guy?
Sean. I met him in law school. He didn't go to Notre Dame.
See, there you go. So
yeah.
It's neither one that I knew.
No. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. He listens to the pod. Quality control.
That would be really scary.
Right?
But hi, if you're listening.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Well, it's like, man, was like over there in like, where was he at? Like in like Thailand or somewhere, and he was like playing professional football, and I thought, wow, like this is where went, and he's like this business.
I'm gonna be
dude.
bleeping out names, just let you know. It's gonna be like,
hey, that's fine. You do what you got to do, all right? And
sweating.
And but like, anyways, dude was like, "Yo, man, anytime you want to come across over here, let me know." And I was like, "Dude, that's tight." Like, like,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And actually, I didn't think that he was one of the two that I was mentioning. I was thinking of two others.
Oh, I didn't date him.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So.
Yeah. No. I was thinking of the two I was thinking of. One of them looks like Zach Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, you had you a Zach? Ooh.
She had a Zach Morris.
Yeah, it's all right.
Straight
my
up.
whole life right now. It's making me sweat. Like, can we not talk about this?
She's got hot
R.I.P. Dustin Diamond.
That's another thing I want to talk about. I mean, it's motherhood related or like women related. I don't even want to say mother, but it's something called the mental load. It's about the mental load that women carry in relationships. And so specifically how I had learned about it was as a mom and as a wife, there is a mental load. So, for example, my husband and I, like, it is on my mind whenever there is a birthday. I know when his mom's birthday is. I know when his brother's birthday is. I have 2 weeks in advance. Hey, we got to get a card. We got to do that type of stuff.
Yeah, thoughtful.
Right, but that's something. My phone just be popping. That was my phone, not my booty.
Right.
And then when you have children, the mental load of who bought your kid this outfit. Make sure you say thank you when they wear that outfit, or when mother-in-law or my mother or certain grandmas or aunts or whatever come over. Make sure you put them in the outfit that they bought so they can see the kid in that or whatever. Mm-hmm. Little things like that. Also, hey, we need cupcakes for school on Friday. Well, who's doing that? Like, that's the mental load. Oh, do we have toilet paper? Like, a lot of these things fall naturally on the wife, the mom, the woman in the household.
Yeah. Well, dang. What? Okay, because I was listening to one of our last episodes, and you said that you had
the marriage counseling before the wedding that was required in order to get married. How long was that?
It was a weekend, so it was like three days.
That's insufficient. Because I feel like stuff like that, like, is stuff like part of like the more intense marriage counseling where you learn like how people behave, like what they expect, like, and so I feel like it's set expectations. Like for me, I feel like I know myself, I'm not a person who remembers things like that. So we would probably have to do some kind of automation, like a shared calendar or something like that. And just immediately put on stuff and, okay, remember to do this, remember this is coming. But maybe that's why I'm single too, because I know it wouldn't be all on me.
I don't know I think the way that it was presented to me was that it's like a subconscious thing that happens. It's just, you know, how you have gender roles or something. Like some things just happen. Like when you live with someone and start getting into a
like escape room. It's like escape room. Have you played escape room?
No, I haven't, and I really want to. And we have like a red room, whatever, over here, but it's been closed since the pandemic, and I really want to
go. They're starting to open them back up because, you know, you're just with your own party anyway. So, if you don't know what escape room is,
I do,
it's just that you get locked in a room
for the
to the people,
to the two listeners, right? Okay.
To the people who listen 5 seconds and hang up. But, I'm just kidding. But an escape room is you get locked in a room and you have a series of puzzles that you have to solve in order to find the key to get out. And
see, why are we stressing ourselves out? See, this is a whole other thing. Okay, go ahead. Putting ourselves in a stressful situation.
Right? It's like we need stress. Like, why is that? Like, extra stress.
Adrenaline.
And I feel like, isn't that life? Like, people naturally, there's always, and I've done a few escape rooms. There's always a person who is like, okay, you do this, you do that. They just naturally start doing it. And it's so crazy to see. And there's a person who's doing this. Like, everyone has a role.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a thing. It depends on the dynamic, and your natural role just like pops up. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that we just naturally step into a lane and fill a role.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this was kind of like along the lines of, why are you so stressed out? Like, I think women take on a lot of unseen responsibility, things that go under the radar, that's not acknowledged, that's not delegated or whatever. So it's simple stuff like, okay, like doctor's appointments, who's taking care of the kids, who's scheduling that? And I think a lot of the things I'm listing fall on the mom. Like, I don't know that dads are, and this is probably going back decades, even if 2 parents are working, a lot of that stuff falls on the moms. Like, to know, like, literally, are we out of toilet paper? Who's getting the toilet paper? I bet you that's on the mom's list. We're going to be out of milk soon. Who's going to do the groceries? When is, you know, all the scheduling, and so-and-so's got to, we need renewals for swim class.
Y'all need technology.
I mean, even technology. Who's responsible for inputting it in there so that, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'd take the hit to do that one setup, or I'd ask them if they wanted to. I'd ask, they can do it. But yeah, just set it up in this, you know, as things come up, put it on there. I don't mind because that's work better than doing everything. Because I'm like,
well, that's for scheduling. That's for scheduling. But it's also like, well, this kid is allergic to this. This kid doesn't like to eat this. This kid will only do this. Like, just little things. Have little profiles set up. I mean, right.
What works for you? Like, what do you need to know, and who needs to know? And
I feel you.
This little profile,
but just the concept of mental
like
load was just the idea that all falls on the woman in the relationship.
I'm just a clumsy like.
You're ABG, girl.
Sometimes
ABG.
Yeah, it's like some things aren't intentional, and so I just want to make sure when
awkward
I'm
black girl.
That,
that's what that is.
Yeah, I know.
I love that show.
Insecure is coming back.
Is it?
Right? I hope.
No, but you know what?
She stayed quitting on stuff.
Who's the
series long enough?
Who's the boyfriend? Her friend's boyfriend, the married one. That's
Ron J.
Oh, and Insecure. Who's her best friend? She has a real
Molly
Becky name. Yeah, okay, Molly. Becky name. That's wrong.
It was close.
Molly.
2 syllables.
Molly's the dude that she grew up with and has been dating. You know, the light skinned dude. He's married, but they've been like.
Yeah, Ron J.
Is that his name? Well, he's in Good Trouble. You gotta watch that show.
Yeah, I saw
him.
Okay.
Oh, so you've been watching? You've been watching?
Episode. No, you told me I didn't even watch it.
You gotta watch.
I'll have to start from the beginning. So you said to start with the Forsters and then
the
watch
Fosters.
Good Trouble?
I mean, you don't have to watch The Fosters. I started there. I liked it. It tells you the whole backstory of who these people are.
And Snatch Madness. What was the other one? Wait, what was the other
Snatch
one?
Madness?
Snatch Business, or the other one that everybody went nuts when I said I didn't watch it.
Snatch
Bad
Business?
People? I don't know. You said it's kind of like it starts off the people are just out of pocket, but then they're all like have a good relationship or an interesting relationship with each other.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
You said Snatch Business. I'm still like, what kind of cootie coo?
What's some of your favorite shows series on Amazon? I think it's on Amazon. Snatch Business?
I said Hulu. Handmaid's Tale. Did you watch that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it. It's not a people. Like, it was like this. I think it was the one with the guy, and it's like a bunch of different people, and they're all like trying to backstab each other or something, but they all get along. I don't know.
I don't either. I have no idea. But
I'll text it to you.
I have a love of teen dramas and teen like it's so bad. Teen movies. Like, I don't know why.
Well,
I think I'm just like stuck in that time or whatever. I don't know.
I did because I was living in the pandemic. I mean, I was living in the pandemic before the pandemic in quarantine. So I would watch those teen movies and be like, wow, that's life?
Well,
that's the
I mean,
life out there?
These kids are doing, like, I don't know if that's what current teenage life is like, but I feel like my teenage experience was nothing like what these kids are living out on the screen. Like, I'm just sitting here
They're grown.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm 40 and I don't even know half of the stuff that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, how are you living like that? And is this what I have to look forward to with my kids? Like, what are kids doing these days?
Ooh, that's true. Because kids are their own people.
But what are kids doing right now? Like high school. What is high school like? Are people
I'm not hanging around.
Like, is there all this sex everywhere? Like, I don't know what high school is, and that
Probably.
scares me. I feel like I was a very innocent person in my youth, and I feel like that innocence
I was a scared person. So I was innocent because I was a scared
Or I would
person.
say naive. I was very naive too. But
Yeah,
I wasn't
sheltered,
aware. I
naive,
wasn't
yeah.
aware that people were having sex in high school.
Oh, I
was.
was.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know that. I just didn't know that was
It's
happening.
kind of hard to deny when people are pregnant. You know?
Well, I mean, people, yeah. I went to a Catholic high school, and there were seniors. There was always like one senior girl or something, you know. There was one on my basketball team, and she wasn't telling anybody, and the whole team knew. And it was like, I am not posting up against this girl. You know, she's 5 months pregnant. She has a very hard belly, you know, hiding under a big, you know, stuff like that. But, so yeah, I guess I knew like one or two, but I didn't know that my friend, like, it wasn't something we talked about.
What did you talk about?
In high school?
With your friends?
This is the bad thing is I feel bad because in my 20s, like after college, whatever, I reconnected with a lot of people from high school, maybe because of who I was dating at the time, whatever. Like I didn't really keep in touch with a lot of high school people. And I didn't even remember some of them. I was like, I don't remember you, you know, sorry. But I don't have a lot of clear memories from high school, which is weird. Like I was very busy. I knew I did a lot of, I played sports. That was my life, basically. Play sports year round, get good grades, go home.
Yeah.
That was what I did. I didn't have much of a social life at all.
Yeah, I didn't have one either.
And I wasn't really talking on the phone, so now that I think about who was I talking?
I was always on the phone.
I wasn't.
Playing on the phone, prank calls, all those
No, but
good
like,
times.
you know, just sitting, like my daughter's on Messenger Kids. On Facebook, they have like Messenger Kids, whatever. And so she'll get home from school, and then they'll have like a group FaceTime, you know, later in the day.
I cannot. I can't.
Which was great with the pandemic and stuff, which is great over Christmas break and stuff. But it's kind of like spend time with your family, so we got to put the tablets up or whatever. But I didn't have any of that growing up. You know, you came home and you were home. You're with your family. Like,
exactly.
So now it's. I feel like
I did well. I would say around middle school, I was the AOL chats and stuff like that, and Yahoo
I didn't get
chats,
into that until I was like in high school, like late. I don't know. It just seems like I wonder about that with a whole generation that's grown up like that. Maybe millennials because they had the internet and all that stuff. Yesterday, my daughter came up to me and was like, "What's this?" And it was a straight up floppy disk. I don't know where my husband found it from.
Oh my God.
Not the 3x5 hard ones. It was like the big with you could see the film through it. And she was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And he was explaining to her like, "Yeah, you know, when mommy and daddy wanted to play a game, You know, like play a video game, you had to put one of these in the computer or whatever. That's how you did it. You know, and you had one for everything. So you have, you know, and she was like,
find
what?
a floppy disk thing.
And it's just so crazy. And I said, now we have USB, you know, little thumb drives. Like you can just,
and it holds
everything,
all of this information.
You know?
And we have
and we have phones that have everything on it. So everything you need in your computer, you have on your phone, which is insane. If you think about
it's
it.
It's a dream for me. I used to dream about that kind of stuff when I was younger. I was like, oh, I wish we had this and this. And like, now we have it. Like I was on, I forgot what it was called. Remember Microsoft had the little video conferencing thing?
I was not into tech at all.
Yeah.
Still not. I mean, I know how to use my technology and stuff, but like I wasn't.
I think for me, because I was shy and I was uncomfortable with myself, it was like a way to talk to people without having to actually talk to them.
Yeah.
Except with the video messenger thing, which I did. I didn't really do that. I did it like a couple of times. But I was like too paranoid to talk to people. And I don't even know, who knows what they were doing to my computer when I was on that back in those days.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so different now. So it's kind of like a big experiment. Like what? So
yeah.
How are people going to turn out now that we have all this technology? You know, I don't know.
That's what life is. You learn new things, see what happens, change, kick the same, you know.
Well, I mean, like if you think about it back in, like with cars, when cars became a thing, like how did that impact culture? Like the way people, I mean, they were more mobile, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, but so whenever you have a big
interstate,
a big technological advancement, how does it affect culture or the family unit or relationships? Like, I wonder about that. You know, airplanes. Now you can go and see another part of the world without getting on a boat to go to Europe or whatever. It makes the world smaller and smaller and more accessible for everybody, but I think it also pulls you away from what was filling those spaces when you couldn't travel, couldn't talk to somebody far away, whenever you were with your family.
So a transatlantic highway is impossible? Is that the thing?
Damn.
It's impossible.
A transatlantic highway. Goddamn. Excuse me. I don't know.
It's impossible.
How would you build that?
I'm just curious. Why doesn't it exist? I don't know.
Because it would be expensive and who would pay for it?
With drones and stuff? Like, I don't know.
How far is that? Like, how long would you be driving on
I have no idea.
The ocean?
But I feel like if you can drive to California, then you can probably drive to somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know what the distance is, but I know in Washington, they've got floating highways.
Wait, hold up. What?
There's one like over, I know going from like my in-laws' house to Seattle or somewhere, into the city, I think. I don't know where we were driving to, but there's like a highway that's floating on the water. I don't know. Maybe I'm making up stuff. God.
Wait, In April 2004, Popular Science suggests that a transatlantic tunnel is more feasible than previously thought.
A tunnel?
And without major... can you imagine?
I'm not going under no water. No, I don't do that.
Oh, look, somebody asked, of course, Reddit. Should have known. They're like, is a transatlantic... Let's see. Reddit. No, it's reasonable to say it's completely impossible. Even with modern technology, there would be no way to anchor the road since the ocean is too deep. A tunnel, on the other hand, in theory might be possible, but it would be extremely expensive.
I mean, just get on a plane.
Yeah.
And be there a lot faster.
Right? Because then if we did that, then we'd have to make fake islands and put like gas stations.
Little people living out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, destroying the ocean. So yeah, no thanks.
But yeah, so you were on MySpace, right?
Yeah, I loved MySpace. I loved it because you have your top 8, and then you could like do HTML, and then you could see who was looking at your page, and you can do prank surveys, and people like spill their life guts, and then you're like, ha, this is just coming to me in my email. Thanks.
You're sneaky. Look at you. Spill your guts. Spill your guts.
So that was fun. And then you introduced me to Facebook. You invited me, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I mean, 10 deleted accounts later, you know. Still there. But yeah, so I got on Facebook, and then those were the primary social. I was on Friendster, but I don't remember Friendster. I think it was just like something in the background.
Yeah. So whatever happened to MySpace? Like it just like fell off. It turned into like a music.
It became a music
platform.
It became a music site. But so when they became a music site, I think I went on and like downloaded all of my data, and then that was it.
I don't even have my login.
Yeah, it kind of died like 13 or 14 years ago. It just died off.
I'd be scared to go on there now and be like, "What's on here?"
Yeah, well, I went on and it was just like self-pity blog posts and stuff. And so it is kind of cool to look at those to see where I was and like my mindset and to see where I am now. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, for me, I think I just used it as a sounding board, which I think that the kids are doing now. I think that's no different from what the kids are doing now.
Yeah. Interesting. And so, okay, so we both got on Facebook, and that was back when you had to have your .edu email or whatever. And it's so different now. Like, so different now.
I feel like Facebook is just like for people who don't use technology. Like I feel like those are the only people on there. I don't know why I am. I'm on it just for a lot of vegan stuff, like vegan groups and singles groups. Like I'm like, maybe I can find somebody on here.
And honestly, everybody's on there. So it's kind of like that's why we're on there.
Oh.
I feel like everybody. Yeah. I mean, everybody's mom is on there. Everybody's dad, your cousins, your friends' friends.
Yeah, the older people.
Everybody's on there now. But I think sadly, that's when you know it's time to leave. It's when the boomers get on or whatever.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. They're like sending their credit card numbers to everybody. It's a mess.
That's so sad. That's sad.
Right? You a fool.
I know.
I feel like, what is it, mahogany? Ooh, all my life I had to fight.
Okay, I'll put a tank top on and then I'll wake up and like one kitty's over there and the other one's making breakfast. I'm like, shit.
Making breakfast. I'm making breakfast. Hey, making pancakes. Mind you, making pancakes.
Gotta put that shit back together, man. I hate that.
Right. They always pop out of tank tops. I can't sleep like that.
I mean, I can wear a supportive tank top and in the morning it's like, just kidding.
Yeah, leave one out under my
the other one's making breakfast.
Under your armpits. They do want to just go out to the sun. Ooh, I hate that too with the sports bras and stuff. You be like feeling like, okay, this is feeling comfortable and stuff. And I go wash my hand and look in the mirror and I'm like, dang, I got that third boob thing popping up in the middle. Like, oh, come on. Little uniboob. Uniboob. You know this. I mean, you know, I used to be a wet blanket. I don't know how people just be like, why, God, why? Everything is horrible. Why? And now I'm like, oh, it's another beautiful day. I might not be in the best of moods, but I am aware of it and I know why, or I'm getting to the why and I'm looking for the why. So just all life is about perspective. Like, what's your movie gonna be?
So I have known you for a long time, and I've seen some of the ups. I've seen a lot of the downs. I wonder what brought you to today. Was it a change in circumstance that changed your perspective, or was it you changing your perspective?
Was you? I'm kidding.
Was you? Oh, or was it you changing your perspective that changed your circumstance?
With chicken or the egg?
Well, I don't know. I'm just curious because what happened?
For me, it was a spiritual thing. I have no credit for it. Like, I can't give any credit. It was just like my soul became. So I told you about shadow work and stuff like that. You gotta really start digging into those. Yeah, look into it because it's like you gotta really do the self work and dig into those demons.
But what prompted
those causes of worry, doubt?
I guess.
Well, I'm saying it. Or what those causes that lead you to worry, doubt, fear, and things like that. That's shadow work. And so just living life.
It sounded like you said shadow work.
So, I mean, it feels like that. No, stop. Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, and you're facing your demons. You're facing like the hard truths about yourself that you may not want to really, your ego doesn't want to acknowledge. And sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming to the soul, like, because it's like the ego doesn't want you to be free of it. And so you're kind of held captive. And for me, I don't know, it was just like a point in my life where I just could not like exist. Like I was gonna die. Like, I don't know. It felt like that, you know? So it was just like an extreme, probably a nervous breakdown. I don't know, extreme overwhelm. And then, yeah, like then my soul just was like, whew. And it was like, wait, I didn't die. I think that's what it is. It's like we're so programmed to think you're going to die if X, Y, Z happens. And I've had so much shit happen.
I know,
that it's
you
like,
have. You really
I'm
have.
still alive. And then like people would even come up to me, oh my God, I don't know what I would do if that happened to me. But it's like, I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Go kill myself? Like, yeah. Yeah, it's just
Are people
like,
really
why,
saying
man?
that? I don't know what I would
People
do.
used to, I mean, so much. But yeah, I think they thought it was a compliment, like, oh, you're so strong,
Yeah.
you know, that strong thing. But I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I'm like,
What
Yeah,
choice
like-
do I have but to do it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I think,
You are
yeah,
resilient.
just like the soul, I think God was just like, it's time. Like, honestly, I don't have any logical reason. Everything it was just God's time. I think it was just trusting in God and surrendering my soul to God and saying, I don't have control, and owning up to that. But you know, I'm human, so it's back and forth and just, you know, being more aware.
Everything. Stuff
Yeah.
in my bathroom is not put back. You know, I'm the type of person to have little baskets for things, and everything has its place. So now I've got
I was going to ask if you have any suggestions for storage.
storage of what?
Just random storage of that's what I was going to
I'm
say.
a big
random
fan of
storage all kinda-
baskets. So decorative baskets,
Yeah.
especially if it's going to be visible.
Maybe I'll get one of those basket racks, you know, with the different baskets. Because it's like I don't have enough. I don't want baskets everywhere.
Do you have like a table?
I don't have nothing.
You should. Well, one of the ideas that I like, which is nice too, is to get like a console table of some sort that's got a top.
Got to get a bookshelf look.
Or a bookshelf. Get like a nice, IKEA even, if you want to get something simple, just get like a bookshelf.
Yeah, Billy.
And yeah, that's what I have. I have a mini one here in my office.
Mhm.
But once you have the bookshelf, you can put whatever books or whatever you need, but then you have like smaller decorative baskets to put smaller things in.
Yes, girl.
That way you have, it's kind of decorative, but it's also storage. I do that for the kids' toys. Like I've got really cute
Mhm.
baskets with Legos in it, and then a cute basket with whatever. So
Okay, where do you get your baskets? 'Cause I don't
Home
really
Goods,
find it. Like
you
I
can go to Home Goods.
Yeah,
I get on
haven't really- they don't-
Amazon. I got these too. If you get like a cube, look at us talking. Like, see that little gray and white thing?
Yeah, I have those too. The ones that fold.
Yeah.
I got the ones that.
I'm
fold
not a
from the
fan
IKEA.
of those, but if you've got like a cube
Yeah.
type situation, the ones with the labels on the front are really good, and then just print out some really cute font labels. Yeah, baskets are I'm a fan of that. I don't know what else. What do you have?
A bunch of books.
Well, books and a bookshelf.
Clothes I'm gonna hang up. But then just like random, just tchotchkes and stuff.
Well,
just
you got to look
random
at it and see
stuff.
what you need to hold on to and what you need to let go of too. That's a big one.
And some of them are just in a basket, like they are in a basket, just all mixed up. But I'm like, I need a junk organizer or something, like to make
Or like
it's like-
little things. Like, I will help you. I have a
like the little
Cricut.
jars.
I will make you little vinyl things you want to put on a jar. If you want to do jars or something, like I have a lot of. This is my craft room. This is nobody can
This
see.
is what I'm doing with jars.
Well, I mean, but I got little containers, so these are my paper clips. Do you see how I do that?
That's a lot of paper clips.
Well, because I make little planner clips, glue sticks,
Oh yeah.
business cards, like different containers, and
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a little style, like
Especially
get a little
in your,
idea of what I want.
especially in your kitchen, would be a cute
Yeah.
way. But I mean, get on Pinterest, girl.
Yeah. Pinterest is frustrating these days for me. That's not like it used to be, like a pin board. It's more like ads, and I'm not finding relevant information. I'm not like
There's a lot of ads.
or maybe I'm just not liking what I see, so I don't know.
I don't know what your style
a
is. What is your style? You're bright, colorful.
I don't know either. That's the problem.
Well,
I mean,
Figure that out, and I can help you. If you need labels of any kind, I'll make them and mail them to you. And because you can do that, and you
Okay,
can put
buddy.
it on jars. You could put it. I think any way that you can take what you use and make it decoration. Like your books can be decor. You don't have to have them all in
Mhm.
one bookshelf. You can put a little bit here in
Mhm.
this room, with cute, what are those?
Bookends.
Bookends, find something cute. Or take a tchotchke that's heavy and make that the bookends, like just ways to use what you have as decor and use your decor as a function. Like have it be.
yeah.
So there's
Oh,
all
I
this-
like that. Girl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a lot of shit.
First of all, why is it that, like, for me to like, why can't I be like, oh, you should have salad all the time, and you know, like I just don't have. Like,
how can I tell myself, oh, you should have salad all the time?
like, how do I like that accountability, that self accountability, like, oh.
I feel like it needs to be easier. I feel like if having a whole delicious colorful salad, you know, a perfect salad was as easy as microwaving a burrito, you know what I mean? I would eat this. I would probably choose a salad because it's just easy.
Salads are expensive too, but it's not even.
But I don't even like pre-mades. I feel like nobody does it right, like unless you're the one making, you know, your whole, you know, cutting it the right way you like it cut.
Are you frozen? Oh my God. You froze for a second.
I know, there's some crazy internet. Look at me going everywhere. I gotta find a spot to record. I can't be in there trying to be fancy. Let me go inside and see what I can do.
Yeah.
My doggy.
Look at this. I feel like I'm on Real Housewives right now.
Hey, you want a tour? This is Cribs. We're doing it. Yes, work.
Get it, girl.
No, I'm not getting anything. I'm cutting all this out. You know that, right? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, because you can see your house. That's what I was like. Ain't trying to get doc stuff and shit.
I don't even know what that means. What does docs mean? Anyways, can we do our episode? Can we start over? Let's start over.
I'm waiting for you. You're all stressed out.
I am. Can we make a clap?
This guy, he was like, what is your hair like right now? And I
What?
said, exactly, that's what I said. I was like, what the hell? I said, what is like, what information are you trying to get out of this question? And he said, oh, you have a lot of different hairstyles. And I said, have you never...
So what does it matter? I have a lot of different clothes too.
Right?
You know, or different shoes, or different handbags I wear, or...
And that's one of the reasons I do show all my different hairstyles, is because I don't want anyone who's tied up. I know guys, and that's pretty much only people writing me, are
tied up in hair.
Visual.
Or appearance, yeah.
Yeah, visual.
So they may like you with like the braids versus like short, or like a wig or something.
Or short,
yeah.
But I was like, have you ever dated a black person? Or like,
yeah, get ready for some hairstyles. I hate when you order on Instacart because you want like one thing. So you're like, if I gotta get this one thing, I'm gonna order 30, 40 things. And then they have the nerve to be like, oh, they don't have this. Would you like a replacement? The one, thank you.
Oh my God.
Every single time.
Oh my God, that happened to me. I wanted collard greens for New Year's, and I got everything.
They bring in you kale.
Got some fucking kale. I was like,
Did they? I was joking. I didn't know that. Dang.
So mad.
It ain't the same.
And I knew they had it, and I called the store while the shopper was shopping, and I said, they're saying that there's no collard greens.
Collards.
Yeah, we got collard. Like, it's like everybody's gonna have collard greens.
I feel like some of the shoppers be lazy.
Yeah, they're
like
lazy.
They're not checking. Like, I'm getting moldy strawberries. I'm like, you didn't look through here?
Like, I have some cabbage. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. It's like, you got the worst.
Oh, cabbage?
Yeah.
Make that cabbage slaw. Yes, I think it's vegan.
I'm gonna make
almond slivers. Google Whole Foods cabbage slaw. It's so good. It's like a salad.
I feel like I've had that before.
Yeah, it might have honey in it though. Because I think everything else is, it's apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, slivered almonds, cabbage, and something to sweeten it. So it might be honey, but if you could find a replacement, it's pretty good. It's like a sweet and soury.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make this Ethiopian.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, or Jamaican. I don't know.
Or just boil it up. I like me some. I'm weird. I've boiled cabbage. I'll do that.
Oh, yeah,
throw some soy sauce on it.
So I'm thinking I could either put some beans or something. I don't know. I used to eat that as a kid.
Or just make it. I'm sure you've got some vegan flavored stock or something you can, and just give it a nice hearty flavor. Ooh, yes.
But I may make some. I don't know. I got
throw a potato or two in there, girl. You got me. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Hey, thanks for catching this episode of Two Girls Shooting the Shit with Em and Mo. New episodes drop weekly. Make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.